Hey, fellow skeptics, Lester the Skeptic Tank here. Just to follow up on my Xero shoes experience, and especially with respect to what James, you know who you are. James had expressed certain things going on with his feet, so he and I resonate in that regard. As when it comes to comfort of the feet, and like I said, with my small yet wide feet, it's been tricky to find that balance where I don't need to appease some sort of egoistic mentality with respect to, like, I need to feel everything I step on. And as I mentioned with the movements. So in the last couple of days, and including tonight, um, comparing socks no versus no socks. Yeah, the soles, I might, if again, as I mentioned, I might have to look at a specific set of soles just because, not that there's discomfort, but it's just a little bit of a annoyance with how the sole, if I don't wear socks. I will try. I will look at a pair of injinjis, I-N-G-I-J, no, I-N-J-I, injinji. These are typically socks for those who wear vibrant fine figures like I do, but I like them because a lot of the material they're constructed of, it allows the sock to really, just like Vibrams, hug the feet. Also, depending on what one's preferences are, sometimes like with dress shoes, you want to wear thinner socks, although in certain respects it can be very uncomfortable. But with these types of shoes, I am very appreciative with the, so since I've worn them and putting them on my feet, very easy. Uh, I've had to double tie them, so I got the bow and then I got to do another round with the bow just so they don't unravel. I've had that. I think I had that once yesterday, so I can deal with that, no problem. And yeah, there was a bit of moments where things got a little loose and I had to start tightening it. That's all fine and well. I'm pretty sure no matter what shoes I wear with laces, that's going to be a thing. Oh well. Um, Again, in the context of standing for our church services, they're okay. They're doing all right. Um, when I was sitting in the theater, no real discomfort. Um, could I have tightened them at times? Probably. But so far, so good. Um, I'll figure out, particularly with tomorrow, I still have at least one pair of Injinjis, and I think I have another in my drawer that I can use as a test bed of sorts. Because uh, socks, depending on the thickness and the movability of the fabric, it just scrunches within the shoe and creates a weird sense of feeling in the feet, particularly in the instep. That's where I tend to feel it. Uh, so, not that I need to really exhaust all possibilities, but so far so good. Uh, I don't know if it's just because of the way the sole is. I'm not going to have any misgivings. I don't think it's, for me. I don't get the impression it's weatherproof. I don't particularly if I know what I'm going to wear it for. Um, if I do run into like really bad weather, then I will wear the appointed shoes for that. Particularly when we deal with heavier rain, snow, particularly as we get into the winter time between maybe November, December, and then upwards up until March. We've had snow sometimes come up during March and even April, if memory serves. So just, and that's another reason why I do have a variety of shoe types that I can use at my disposal. Um, so it's just one of those things that I might pick up another pair. And like I said, I do have to make time to donate the shoes that I'm not really wearing. It's not a matter of preference. It's just a matter of, okay, what shoes can I go to, whether I'm in some sort of time pinch, and I'm warming up to these shoes, the Xero ones anyway. The materials nice and adaptable to my feet, and I can just slip them on, and I just gotta tie the laces. So I don't know if I'm gonna relace them or not. I mean, if I was really gonna make a big issue out of it, one end's a little bit shorter than the other, but that's not a deal breaker. So just like what James had mentioned, he preferred them already laced. So major kudos to whoever did that for Xero for that particular purchase I made. Whoever you are, thank you very much. Time saver. All right. Well, the other thing too that you guys want to be on the lookout for is I've made some videos depicting my computing layout. I don't know if I want to make a series out of my computing layout because I do have the trackball I've been using with my MacBook now because of the KVM switch I use. I can now utilize my left-handed trackball on my Linux machine in addition to my MacBook when I'm going to use it for work. It does create a bit of a trickiness. I've noticed some of the games I've been playing a lot more ambidextrous in its configuration layout. So I'm appreciative of that. But I think the common, because of a lot of the people out there in the world are right-handed, the mouse being on the right side, and then the common key combination for, especially for shooter games, AWSD is the common, at least when I was really into shooters, that was the common reference made to the directional keys when you're playing a shooter. So for me, I'm thinking JKIL or something along those lines on my right hand so that I can, because I realize, yeah, I can't exactly do it. It's just a bit awkward, trying to adapt to that arrangement. So I don't know. If I was really that adamant about my handedness being addressed, I don't know if I've ever seen it. I might have to do some duck goosing on that thing where was there ever a left-handed controller made where the directional pad was on the right? Analog stick was, well, granted that the dual analog sticks haven't been around for decades now. If you must, and I don't know if that configuration option is available, I suppose, but the buttons are still on the right. So whatever. I growing up with the directional pad on the left, I'm okay with that. I'm not gonna cry over spilled milk. I don't know if it's even spilled milk to begin with. So can't have everything. Oh well. So that's my update as far as the shoe thing goes. I'm gonna look. I don't know, the thing that I showed in my last video about Vivo. I appreciate that they have certain models that are kind of geared towards those who want dress shoes with that minimalist mindset in mind. That's nice of them. But I do wish they had sizes that address people with my particular set of feet, 6.5 or even smaller. Not every shoe brand caters to that. I get it. It will end up being an expense over time when you start. Okay, I'm going to make shoes now catering to those who don't have at least a size 7 foot. Oh well. That means because of the variety in the industry, I have options. All right. Well, short one. I'm still building the one that I did about the creator, so you'll see that especially for those who are subscribing, and if you are subscribed, again, in my experience, you got to hit that subscribe, hit the bell, but then instead of sticking to the default, which is personal, and that means I have to tag you. If you set it to all, that means you'll get things. But if you want it personal, that's up to you. But if If you're one to just get an idea of what I have pushed out there, and you're like, I'll check it out later, or and not my cup of tea. Cool, but at least you should be getting those notifications about what I've put out there. All right. As always, till next time, till next video, peace, and catch you on the other side, fellow skeptics. Blester's the Skeptic Tank signing off.